Sunday morning on the east coast of Sicily began calmly, but the calm was short-lived. From the summit of Mount Etna, a plume of volcanic ash rose into the sky and formed a larger eruption column. Within minutes, the mountain panorama, usually filled with tourists, was shrouded in a gray ash cloud. This sudden activity drew the attention of Italian authorities and scientists, as Etna is one of the world's most active volcanoes and can change rapidly. This increased activity immediately affected aviation. Catania Airport, the main gateway to eastern Sicily, restricted operations in part of its airspace until 7 p.m. local time. Some flights were adjusted, while takeoffs and landings were strictly monitored. The measure was taken because volcanic ash can harm aircraft engines, reduce visibility, and increase flight risks. The Italian National Institute of Geophysics and Volcanology, INGV, reported that ash emissions began on Sunday morning from one of the vents at the summit of Mount Etna. Over time, the eruption intensified, producing an ash column that reached approximately 1.5 kilometers above the crater. Although not yet accompanied by large-scale lava flows, this increased activity indicates that pressure within the volcanic system remains strong enough to push material into the atmosphere. At the same time, weather conditions also determine the direction of the ash's spread. Forecasters predict that winds will carry the ash cloud southward over the next few hours. Changes in wind direction are a crucial factor because they can expand the affected area, including flight paths, residential areas, and agricultural land around the volcano's slopes. Beyond the ash plume visible from a distance, scientists are focusing on activity beneath the Earth's surface. A network of seismic sensors, surveillance cameras, satellite imagery, and ground deformation measuring instruments continuously records every change. All of this data is being analyzed to determine whether this eruption is simply part of Etna's normal cycle or indicates a greater increase in activity in the coming days. Mount Etna stands approximately 3,300 meters tall on the east coast of Sicily and has been active for hundreds of thousands of years. It has several active craters capable of producing a variety of eruptions, from gas jets and volcanic ash jets to lava flows that can travel several kilometers. These characteristics make Etna one of the world's most important natural laboratories for volcano research. Despite its frequent eruptions, each eruption on Etna has a distinct character. Sometimes eruptions are brief, with limited ash emissions. However, in some cases, activity can develop into more powerful eruptions accompanied by lava flows and ejections of incandescent material. Therefore, volcanologists closely monitor every small change in activity patterns. As of this report, Italian authorities have not reported any casualties or immediate threats to residential areas. However, the monitoring status remains elevated. Experience from previous eruptions shows that volcanic activity can change rapidly if subsurface magma pressure continues to increase or if a new pathway to the crater is formed. For the people of Sicily, Mount Etna's eruptions are not simply natural phenomena, but a part of life that has persisted for generations. Volcanic ash can indeed disrupt transportation, economic activity, and health when concentrations increase. However, local residents have become accustomed to following the mitigation procedures and early warnings implemented by the government whenever volcanic activity increases. This Sunday's eruption serves as another reminder that Mount Etna still holds enormous energy beneath its surface. The ash plume that disrupts flights is only the visible impact, while the true geological processes continue deep within the earth. As long as the magma continues to move, scientists will continue to monitor any changes, because on a volcano as active as Etna, conditions can change at any time without much warning.